it's not easy what you're doing, bro.
It's not.
That is not
It's not.
easy at all.
It's not. And I'll tell you what, Pat, the day that I start to drink, the reason why I suppress a lot of the compliments that I get, and I appreciate them. I'm grateful for everybody that has ever gave me a word of encouragement. For anyone that has ever given me a word of like encouragement, or anyone that has given me like some sort of like support, I listen to it, I internalize it, I appreciate it. But the day I start to drink the juice on it, bro, is the day somebody gonna come take my spot. That's the day. And don't get me wrong, in all big make energy or like confidence, I want to tell niggas like, yo, I know.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yo, oh my God, yo, you're a genius. How'd you think about? Yo, I know.
Now you know it's crazy. My boy Jamil, that's how he is. Like you tell him something, he'll tell you like, I know.
Facts.
Respect. I respect
it. Like,
yeah, like,
he worked hard to be able to say, I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta love that about someone, yo.
Right.
Like, you put in the work, yo.
Right.
Yo, stand in your greatness, my man.
Right.
Well, it's the big show. The Black Idea Guy podcast is a platform created to be a compass, helping urbanly influenced and gifted creatives get their ideas off the ground. The Big Show will give you game, perspective, inspiration, ideas, and insights firsthand from experience and multi-potentialite serial creative entrepreneur, marketing, and Black Idea Guy Meg Allen Brown, and guests to come. So today, I'm here with a homie of mine, here with a good friend of mine, I'm here with a former, he's active hooper. I'm just like get a bucket when I can type hooper. Like Marcus Patterson, Pat the Plug. You know, as you may or may not know you'll see the logo here, but I'm here with my man, Mark, Pat.
Yes, sir.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm here. Finally here.
Finally here, bro.
Finally here.
It's been mad like Instagram exchanges. Like, yo, bro, I gotta get you on the pod. Like, yo, we got a pod, bro. It's like, yo.
I'm glad we're doing this, though. This is my first podcast, and it's the best way to bring in a first podcast.
This shit is self-care, bro. Like, podcasting, dead ass is self-care, bro.
And your content is like amazing. Like if I see it on the feed, it like makes me like, yo, what's going on here? Like,
yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Like you know what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, like,
as much as like it's a grind every day. I'm just trying to the 1% better. 1%, 1%. We just got to increase the 1%.
Right.
You know, but I see you growing as well.
Trying to learn, make the mistakes.
Yep.
And not wait until let me start this tomorrow or
no.
Just going right into it and just learning on the fly.
It's a part of the journey, bro.
Right.
It's a part of the journey, and like, I mean, now that things have sort of come to a level of understanding with COVID and pandemic and everything, I think people's mindsets are starting to like level out. Like, you could have some sort of like structure. You can try to figure out, okay, as chaotic as the world around us is, these are the things that we could say are stable now. Right? You can sort of start getting back to a place of like some sort of comfort. Right. So how has that been going for you? Like, what are some things now that we're in a new year, 2021? 2020 was chaotic. Right, like, where were you when the pandemic hit? Like, what were you doing?
I was in Portugal at the time, and
which team? What team was you on?
I was on Portimonense SC. That's located out in Algarve, Portugal. Mm-hmm. South area, and it just hit randomly, and it pretty much sent us back home.
Nuts.
And
how long were you there before the pandemic hit? Like, when did you get out to Portugal?
I got there in September. I actually paid like $3,000 out of pocket to go on a basketball tour, and this time I'm not a pro yet. I'm telling everybody I'm a pro. I'm not a pro. I'm just training, and then paid that $3,000. We played 7 games.
And you killed.
In like 8 days or something like that. Killed. And then it wasn't until like the very last game, the coach came up to me and was like, yo, you're not playing this game. We got a team that wants to sign you. So you got to head out.
Wow.
And I just packed. Mind you, I only went there with a tiny suitcase, but I knew I wasn't coming back home.
Oh, you knew?
So,
bro, that $3,000 on the line, bro.
Like,
that's the ultimate bet on yourself.
Yeah, like, and that actually came from Pat the Plug. I just took out that $3K from Pat the Plug, and then just pretty much just took that bet on myself, and then I had a really good season, bro. It was great people, the perfect environment for me because I was in an environment where it's like a tourist area. Mm-hmm. And, you know, basketball season, you're playing in the winter, just nobody there.
Yeah.
So I could only just focus, just hoop. And I was doing what I had to do.
So now you mentioned Pat the Plug,
Right.
right? Pat the Plug, your last name is Patterson.
Yes.
Now, that's great branding.
Yeah.
Great, I'm a brand
Yeah.
guy. I like brands.
Had the plug with the 1T.
Pat the Plug with the 1T. Pat the Plug.
PTP.
PTP. So
PTP.
So like, yo, so how long? So Pat the Plug is your platform. Pat the Plug is your retail platform, is your
Right.
business.
Right.
You retail luxury goods, right? You know, from clothing to accessories across the board.
Not clothing, but
just drip.
Nah, I don't do clothing, but I could get that.
You could get that.
I could get that.
So I mean, would you extend? So when I look at it, like, all right, you know, as I grow into being more of a fly guy, like, you know, what I mean, niggas like yourself and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wish.
you know, like I'm starting to understand, like, so would you say, being Pat the Plug, what's the most important aspect of the drip to start with? Is it the kicks, or would it be the clothes, or would it be like something that accessorized? Like, where do you start in your drip process?
Honestly, for me personally,
Yeah.
like, you see, like, if you're shopping with Pat the Plug, you got to go with the sneakers because it's not going to cost you over the top, you know, and that's something that you're guaranteed that you know you're going to get, and that's the sneaker that you desire.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people desire a lot of sneakers but can't get their hands on them, or it might cost too much money, or some people just don't really, you know, have it like that.
Yeah.
So I just try to provide exactly what the people want. And I would branch out to do like clothing and stuff like that, but that's not until I'm on like a much bigger scale and I can distribute that, you know, in more quantity levels and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just sticking to bags, sneakers. Now I do the bags because bags are expensive. But, but women love bags.
Women love bags.
They will have a closet full of bags. Like
Fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, you know, I actually try the customers that I try to, like, you know, go out to are mainly, like, women.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I know if I have the bags, I know that the boyfriend, the husband, female want that bag, they going to get that bag.
So, basically what you're saying is you know your audience.
Right.
You know your audience very well, right? And knowing your audience is a big part. I mean, me being a marketing mind, me being some sort of, like, you know, brand, like, enthusiast, yo, it starts with audience, bro.
Right.
You don't got no business without no audience, without no consumer, without no customer.
When I first started Pat the Plug,
Yeah,
I'm trying to sell to, like, all my friends on Instagram.
talk about it.
It was rough.
Talk about it.
It was rough.
Talk about it.
And it's not that, you know, like, my product was trash. It's just, that's just not.
It ain't the
right. They just didn't want that. That was not for them. And luckily, I had learned that, you know, like, very quickly in the beginning stages of Pat the Plug, because at the time I didn't have a website. I didn't have a Pat the Plug Instagram page. I was just selling sneakers just on my personal page.
So you was the plug, but you ain't have the platform.
Right. So, you know, that also comes with a lot of questionings, like, yo, where do you get this? How do you do this? A lot of people don't really trust you in that sense. So, you know, I just kind of took it a little bit more professional, just made a page, just ran a bunch of ads. And next thing you know, I'm speaking to random people online, people that I've never met across the world, the UK.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you do good business for one person's word of mouth, and someone else comes in. And then after that, I just started noticing, like, all right, I need to, all this money that I'm making, let me put it back into ads.
Yep.
So I'm running a whole bunch of ads through Instagram, and it's really helping me out. And next thing you know, we started growing. Next thing you know, I got 1,000 followers. But those 1,000 followers, I'm just trying to get at least 300 of them
To convert.
right. So at this point, it's a numbers game for me. So I'm like, all right, I need 10 clients that I know for a fact are going to buy sneakers from me every month. And, you know, and I realized just giving deals, and, you know, people like having deals, having discounts, or, you know, when they have that personal level of shopping. Like, yo, bro, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to sort you out. You let me know what you need. I'll take care of you. And next thing you know, I just started growing and growing and growing and growing.
That's how you do it.
So
That's how you do it.
Yeah, like it's real successful now, and it's everything is like automated, so it's much more relaxed, much more chill. I got a system now, so like I'm not really killing myself like how I used to, trying to get up, trying to ship this out, and it was like a lot of running up and down. But now it's just like really just sit back, chill, wait until people order.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly what to do, how long's the waiting time, and it's really good now.
Y'all got an app now.
We got an app.
Got an app now, bro.
I got
That's some Black Idea got shit, bro.
I got 1,500 people signed up on my app.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
1,500.
Yo, bro, that's amazing.
And it's crazy too because I was just trying to get 1,000 followers on IG. Like that's really what I was trying to do, and then obviously trying to convert that to like customers, like paying customers. But then I got that app. Shit changed the game for me, bro.
The thing about the app is the app goes so far beyond Instagram because you own that real estate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't realize, Instagram can shut down all servers tomorrow, and whatever type of clout, whatever type of reach, whatever type of audience, whatever type of group or community that you built on their platform is gone.
Right.
You can't salvage that.
Right.
So that app is really is like you're owning your shit.
And it's crazy too because I actually just started like using like emailing.
Mm-hmm.
I just started like using it, and I didn't realize how much I missed out on emailing.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like I'm signed up to a lot of different other you go shopping at like Macy's or something like that, and you sign up sometimes online or whatever.
So like the rewards program, shit like that.
And I personally don't like when they're fucking emailing me every day.
Right.
So I don't even email my clients like that all the time. But when I do send out that email.
Mm-hmm.
And they see that, they're like, "Oh, wait, hold on, something. I got to read this."
Right. There is more of a call to action,
right?
Because it's less frequent,
right?
Where something could appear as spam,
right?
If it's just happening every day,
right.
Macy's hitting you up every day, or Nordstrom's hitting you up every day,
right? And I even take that same approach with like my page on Instagram, not trying to post every day per se. So it's been working. It's been working out. And I just try, like I said, I don't want to sell anything that I personally haven't done or things that I don't like. But I know at the same time, everyone is different too.
Yeah.
So like I said, I just have like a lot of conversations with my Instagram and just hearing what they want. And that's how I go about it.
I mean, real talk. Like when you're throwing ideas into the world, you have no choice but to do that.
Right.
Like we don't got no choice, bro.
Right.
Like we would look crazy if we're putting things that never really existed into the world in the ways how we're putting them out. If we're putting these things out and people are not like hearing from us and we're not listening to how they're receiving it, bro, we're throwing rocks into the ocean.
Right.
We're throwing shots in the dark. We're not hitting anything.
Right.
It's up until you start getting feedback from people like, hey, yeah, I see what you're doing, but it's not connecting with me because of this.
Right.
If you did this, it may be more appealing to me and what I do, and hey, I might shop with you, or hey, I might buy this, whatever.
Right.
So it's a lot of that, man.
And that's why I think I've gotten a lot better with Pat the Plug, just because like my customers, they're always giving me feedback.
Yeah.
And I don't ask them for it.
But you train Here's another thing about this, like the game of consistency and the game of like promotional marketing, the game of branding. You literally train your customer that way. You train them.
Why you say that?
Because you implant those behaviors in your customers.
Okay.
When you ask your customers certain things, or like when you consistently are putting like those poll questions up, your customers start to expect that.
Right.
They shape their behaviors to know, oh, well, he's going to be doing this every so often. Right. So we can expect this. Right. That's why when people, like, if someone showed up one day, like, that's why, like, basketball metaphor, niggas go in practice, do certain things, get in the game, do something totally different. It's like, yo, dog, whoa. Right. We wasn't ready for this, dog.
Right.
Like, we wasn't ready for.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no.
So, but if you do something daily, or if you do something on a consistent basis, we can kind of, when it pops up one day, it's like, oh, well, we expected this. We know this. And our behaviors shape around this because this is how we interact with the platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's big, because a lot of marketing is, as crazy as it sounds, but it's consumer manipulation in a lot of ways, but it's not manipulation with malintent.
Right.
It's not
right,
like,
right,
you know, it's not malice behind it. It's
Right.
like, it's all testing.
Right.
It's all just
right,
like poking at
Right.
audiences
Right.
to see if they can move
right, right,
how you want them to move.
right, right, right,
Right? And those that master that have the biggest brands.
right.
They have the
Right.
biggest platforms.
You know, like I get a lot of people too, like, you know, they say, yeah, why don't you just, you know, like just sell your sneakers to like StockX or like one of those platforms. But I try to tell them like, bro, like I'm building a brand. Like
Right.
it's not even
Your
about-
StockX.
Right.
like you
literally,
StockX, bro.
like, that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, bro, like it's not even about that right now.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even with my prices and stuff like that, even if they're low, and, you know, maybe they're not bringing in as high profit as, you know, like as someone else would selling that shoe to those platforms. But
It's a slow burn, bro.
right.
It's a slow grind.
Right. I'm playing the long term.
Yeah.
So nah, I'm excited. I'm telling you, Pat the Plug is gonna be big, man. PTP, trust me. Like I
see
see
it.
people. I see people saying it. People are saying it now. Like I got some people. Like the other day, I went in the store. I'm like, yo, you Pat the Plug. I never experienced anything like that.
Oh.
But that like hit me. Like, all right, I got to be doing something right.
Here's an idea for you, bro. A whole lot of these gonna happen on the show, bro. A lot of ideas, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, it's important for you to have this retail platform. There are a lot of independent content creators, right, that really have no attachment to a structured platform that retails the goods that they talk about on YouTube or they blog about or they just post on Instagram about. Making those sort of like relationships, right? So where now they have, even if they're influencers or like, you know, like brand ambassadors of the platform,
Right.
those are trusted sources. Those are trusted and
Right.
like if you pull those people in closer to you, the people that follow them will know about you. Right? Like
Right.
it's all about that. It's
Right.
all about
Right.
alignment in this
Right.
game, right?
Right.
Like I mentioned telling you something earlier about DAP and us going into the food truck festivals, right? It's
Right.
like
Right.
it's all about alignment. Like you gotta, and when it comes to like understanding consumers, understanding the market, for me is like, all right, what types of people are in the headspace of the brand that I'm building, and how can I communicate with them? So I was like, all right, well, cool. If I'm producing a product that is cleaning people's hands and I'm trying to expose them to a new brand, what types of people that value having clean hands and that are open to new things, what types of people are they? I'm like, probably people that test out different types of foods. So, all right, well, are these people going to restaurants, or are these people like, are they like adventurous? I would assume that they're more adventurous, outgoing types of people. So when you think about adventurous, outgoing food, restaurants, and hand cleanliness, food trucks fits right at the epicenter of all of those different extensions. Us going and sponsoring food truck festivals will only expose us to the right audience, hoping that we can land a good population of people that will convert to only using DAP hand sanitizer.
Right. No, that's tough.
It's all strategy with
Yeah.
this shit, bro.
No, it is.
Tactical.
It is. but like I said earlier, it's like, you know, you go in these spaces, these establishments or businesses, areas, whatever the case may be, you know, you're either thinking two sides. You're thinking as a consumer, or you're thinking that entrepreneur mindset, like, all right, let's see how this is how, look at this, how this is moving.
Yep.
This is what they're doing here.
Yep.
And you're able to see different spaces. So like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I love that. I love going in like different spaces and people are running their businesses. Like I'm already thinking like, damn, like I wonder how they're running this. This is what they're doing here. Okay, I see this. So like it's very like interesting and fascinating to me.
You can also tell how efficient you could tell how efficient a business is run. Like you could tell just when you walk into a brick and mortar location, right? Like that's like the thing about having an online business and having a physical location, a retail experience on site, like boots on the ground setup.
Right.
It's like you can excite people online in different ways. You could pull content from other people that's talking about this, or you could try to design stuff, but that in-person experience will tell you all you need to know about this brand.
Right.
It'll tell you all you need to know.
Right.
It'll tell you if it's black owned.
Right.
It'll tell you if they're cash flowing, if they're on the way out.
Yep.
That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yep.
Right? You go walk into like a Bob's furniture store that's going out of business or something, and you can tell like, yo, oh, they on the way out.
Yep, you
Like,
can.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can.
And then you could walk into a store, you know, like what's like a what's like a retail store, like a JG, what's this spot called?
Like
One of those
what, clothing's?
like a clothing store. Is it JG in the mall?
Yeah,
What-
J
Something like that.
Yeah, I
J,
know what you-
one of those stores,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like let's say Clientele.
Right,
Clientele.
right.
Clientele just did
Right.
a revamp. Or I'm gonna shout out to Strong Shop, right? Shout out to my man
Where's
Cash and Stronghold Shop.
Okay.
The Strong Store, they just opened up in Menlo. And like, you know, they're designing their store. It's, you know, it's a modern look, like,
Right,
you know, it's a
right.
fresh, appealing look. Like stores like that breathe innovation. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's that with our businesses, that's what we gotta do. Like
Right.
I'm trying to run DAP like Apple.
Nah, I like that.
I'm trying my
Nah,
marketing, bro, like,
It's funny you say that because that's how I kind of like modeled Pat the Plug.
bro, you can't
Yeah.
go wrong.
Yeah, that,
If
like,
Apple's the North Star, bro,
Yup,
yo, shout out to
yup.
Jobs,
Nah,
man.
for real.
Yo, shout out to Jobs.
Nah, their business model is like excellent.
Impeccable.
Yeah, like it's
Down
excellent.
to the science, bro.
yeah.
Their retail locations, bro, the open air. When you walk into an Apple store, it makes you feel a certain way, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it-
all designed.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it does.
Designed.
Like the other day, I was in the mall and you know, my wife was telling me like, "Yo, let's just go in the Apple store."
Mm-hmm.
But like in my mind, she has no idea why the fuck she wants to go in the Apple store. But I'm thinking like, damn, they fucking Apple, man. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, bro.
people just want to go in there. Like,
Behavioral manipulation.
yeah, like
That shit is real, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Bro, I'm talking about down to the temperature of the lights that they use.
Yeah, nah,
It's all
that shit-
tactical.
yeah, that shit is crazy.
So that's when people come to me with like, yo, I got an idea, and I start to really dissect they shit, and I'm telling them like, yo, if you want to execute this and you want to make it work, it has to go like this. You have to have these types of constraints in place.
Right.
It's because, yo, like I'm trying to position people to compete with these like traditional like corporations. Like this is how it happens. Like these companies sit down, they mastermind ways of making sure that people feel how they want them to feel.
Right.
They experience the experience that they're gonna give them, and they're gonna say exactly what they want their brand to be said, like what they want to be said about their brand.
Right.
Word up, and it's all again, it's not malice,
Right.
but it's manipulation.
Right. That's
You know?
that's the game of this business, man. So you can't even like knock the hustle.
Can't.
Like, you can't knock it at all.
Yo, at the end of the day, look, I'm not. The thing is, like, I literally can show my hand in everything that I'm doing and still win.
Right.
Same with you,
Right.
right? Like,
No.
we're that confident in what
Right.
we're doing, and like,
Right.
it's not you can't come into my ballpark
Right.
and think you about to like just take shit over. Nah,
Right,
I'll
right.
show you around.
No, right.
Here's
right.
are my stands.
Right.
Here's the dugout.
No, you're
Here's
right.
home plate. I'll walk you the bases and I'll show you what I'm doing and I'll say, oh, here's your bat.
No, you're right, man.
Now create what we got going on here, right?
Right.
So when it comes to like shit like us promoting DAP using black dollar bills, right? Here's another strategic tactical approach. When you think about many times people are holding money, right?
Right.
People love the feeling of money, right? People love
Right.
the feeling of money. So when you put DAP Collector's hand sanitizer in your hand, essentially with the black dollar bill, we're trying to encourage the people that, yo, this is what new money feels like. Like this DAP is what new money feels like. And we're going to give you a black dollar bill to suggest that to you, to invite you into our community even further. Here's a token to further personify the idea of this product conveying the feeling of new money. Like this is new money. Essentially, yeah. You know,
I like this.
go the whole length, man.
Nah.
Hey, go all the way. If you're gonna go all the way, go all the way.
That long term.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
Long term game right here.
You know what I'm saying, man? If we're gonna go all the way, go all the way. And I managed to partner with the free university homies, man. The Black Dollar, man.
Yeah, I like this.
That's how we get it going, bro. And really, it's about. I listened to Seth Godin say something, right? Seth Godin, he wrote mad books. Like Seth Godin, he said, it's like ideas need to be remarkable. Like in remarkable means worth making a remark about. So like when we're thinking about the things that we're selling, right? Okay, like again, I'll go back to hand sanitizer, right? hand sanitizer previous to us making it cool was just it was just soap.
Right.
It was just fucking soap, right? We came in, added a little bit, added some essential oils. I understood the market. I knew what I could be able to sell to the audience that I'm trying to convey. And I knew what they want. I know that they want something that's inviting. I know that they want something that is socially connecting.
Right.
DAP is the idea of bringing hands together, right?
Right.
Like, what better identity to give on a hand sanitizer
Right.
than shaking hands, right?
Right.
So with all of that, it's like, all right, building these things, thinking about the marketing in mind, and creating these like indirect but direct ways of connecting the brand is what wins, yo. I just see those things win so much.
Nah, it does. It does. It wins every time too.
Can't go wrong with it, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're gonna like? How do you see, you as a Black Idea guy, right? Like you as a Black Idea, how are you growing further into that? Like what are you doing to kind of foster the ideas that you come up with? How do you come up with new ideas? Where are you pulling inspo from? Like, how do you kind of just stay fresh with new concepts and like new ways of getting your shit out?
Honestly, what I do, so I don't know if you heard of it. Unicorning.
Unicorn. Oh no, you gotta tell me about that.
All right, so
that's some.
Yeah, so like
unicorning. That sound kind of kinky. I don't know the unicorn.
Found R on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like I follow them
Yep.
and I kind of like really just watch a lot of like their, like their videos and stuff like that they post. But I'm mainly more so interested in like the marketing side of like the tactics of what they're saying and just helping out other entrepreneurs. So they had this this segment one time. They were talking about unicorning, basically just taking what other people are posting, like things that are trending, things where people are responding to, where they're interacting more. I basically just follow like all the top pages, sneaker pages, bag pages, all the luxury brands, and just looking at comments, who's liking the most, what people are sharing.
Yeah.
And I just unicorn it. I take those same things and I just put it back into, my own little spin, not changing a lot.
Right.
But still changing just a little bit, but to enough
you're
that
speaking to your audience.
Right.
You're presenting it to your audience.
Right. So, just having that and just watching those stuff. And like I said, just paying attention to like a lot of the celebrities. A lot of people want to wear what the celebrities have, and not just the big time celebrities. I'm talking A-list, B-list, C-list, or even the underground people. Because a lot of people, I think, more so are getting into like a lot of underground stuff, things that are not so mainstream. So I'm trying to just follow those kind of pages and just kind of unicorning that. And things that are not even popular yet. And this is why I love the UK, because the UK, they're a year in advance in terms of fashion.
Really?
So I played in London, so I know like what
Really?
people are wearing, what's going to be style, like how people are wearing clothes.
Wow.
So
how do you think they got that way?
That's something
Like,
that I didn't get a chance to like.
Yeah.
That's just their culture. Like they just really love fashion like that. And
so we're late to the curve in America.
Yeah, we're late. We're like a year and a half behind.
I heard China and like Japan and like Tokyo, those markets are also way ahead too.
Yeah,
in fashion.
but that's because they make everything.
They make shit, yeah.
Yeah, like they make everything.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like, all right, like, they're watching us over here, but they're making the product, so they know like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is the next product, or this is the next, clothing line, sneaker that's gonna go, yay. So they already have it even before those stuff already like are announced and they're coming out and stuff like that.
So you was out. So you not only was hooping in the UK, but you was doing market research out there.
Yeah, like I had this kid. Like that's how I got into the whole sneaker game. I just had this kid. I was like, he was like my not necessarily my roommate, but like my suite mate. And he had every Yeezys. He had just every sneak at the time where it's it's hard to get like Yeezys and certain shoes at this time.
Yeah,
this is a few years back, and I'm like, yo, you like plug me in? Like, can I get? He's like, yeah, no problem, I got you. And this dude was like a kid that just stuck to himself. He didn't do any parties, didn't do any of that. He just wanted to have
one more audio point right here.
Mic check.
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Yeah. So kid.
So yeah. So like, like the kid just basically he got me the sneakers, and then he actually put me in contact with someone, like it was like his family member. And next thing you know, I'm talking to his family member. We started getting money together, and then she started helping me out, kind of teaching me the game on like how like StockX and all these big time companies is what they're doing. And I was blessed enough to get that information.
Bro, that's
So,
life-changing information right
when I
there,
got
bro.
that, when I
That's
got that info,
life-changing.
I'm like, all right, these motherfuckers must not know. You're telling me this?
Right.
Like
right.
I'm smart. I
Right.
can put two and two together and
Right.
create some shit.
Uh-huh.
And then that's like how I got things up and running. So like now it wasn't even more so about money, bro. It wasn't about the money. Like it was, but it really wasn't. It was more so about like, yo, I can have my own shit.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. Yep.
So that's just how things went from there. And that's just how ideas kind of picked up. Now, obviously with like the pandemic, everyone is home and all that stuff. So it's just really just about just trying to keep up with like a lot of the like these influencers and just looking at what's to come, still keeping those contacts in London, you know, like the fashion and following those pages because those pages are way more advanced. Like they're like right now what they're wearing, we're not wearing right. Like they're wearing like, all right, so like you know how people are wearing like baggy pants right now?
Yeah.
Like jeans or something like that.
Yep.
Right now in London, what they're wearing stuff like that, but it's more like classy. Like it's more.
Is it like the brand of Noah? Like Noah clothing?
Nah, what is
Noah
that?
clothing. Noah has sort of like this. It definitely gives me a British look. They wear like those brown leather shoes with the ridged bottoms.
Okay.
Like those are the shoes that they accentuate the pants with, right?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's not bell bottoms, but they're like the pants come down and they flare out at the bottom.
Right.
But they're like thin up top.
Right.
So they're like thin up top,
Right.
they hug, but
Right.
then they flare out at the bottom.
Right.
And I think that's like the European, like British
Right.
kind of like look
Right.
that you're explaining.
Like
So
they're
I'm
wearing that
familiar.
right now. Like a lot of like, I would say like bubble coats.
Oh, puffers, yeah.
Yeah, but like
That's been a thing now.
it is, but it's gonna take off even more. Like you're gonna start to see everyone with that, different flavors, different colors. People don't even know about this shit right now. But remember, I'm telling you this.
You telling me that?
I'm telling you
You're
this
telling
right
me this
now.
right now.
And
Right here.
yo, like
right
I'm
here.
telling you, like there's a lot more other stuff that they're wearing. It's like London, they got it. They know what they're doing out there.
It's crazy to think, man. Your fashion really be advanced and like we just be catching up. We just
Yeah.
be trying to play catch up.
Yeah, like, and we're doing that shit in like so many fields. Like we're playing catch up.
Yeah.
Like we're behind.
Yeah.
So like if you're someone that can get ahead of the curve, and I don't know if you know Ty Lopez.
Yeah, I know Ty Lopez.
Yeah, Ty Lopez. He
Here in
always-
my garage.
Yeah, right.
The original.
He always talks about getting on the trends early
Mm-hmm.
and finding the trends, and that's just kind of what I've been sticking with, bro.
As a black idea guy though, right? Although getting on the trends, I think that there is a population of other black idea people, guys and girls out there that would be like, nah, we create the trends.
Right. No,
Right?
yeah. for sure.
So all the way, so how do you feel about like, although you got to keep your ear to the street, it's also like, damn, like you got to make sure you cooking up,
right.
right? You got to make sure that you got something that is going to command attention and create that new trend.
And that's what I do with Pat the Plug. So like, let's just say like there's a sneaker. You get a sneaker, you get it for retail, it's $180, and you don't get that sneaker for $180. Now they're fucking trying to sell the fucking sneaker for
$500.
right, not even more than that.
Yeah.
Fucking $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. See, now me, I have the option.
Mhm.
I can, try to compete
Mm-hmm.
with these big time
Mhm.
Fuck that.
Right.
Yo, come by me.
Right.
I get you for retail, damn near, might be a little bit more, but you're not gonna pay fucking. And that's where I separate myself from like all the other big time sellers, resellers, even if they're on a lower scale market, because they're all trying to play the catch up game with StockX, the flight clubs. I'm not doing that shit.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. And for me, I think like people really fuck with that.
And that's how you're gonna fizzle to the top.
Right.
Because at some point people gonna start realizing like, yo, I'm not trying to keep paying these out
Right.
of the roof prices.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like, and if you're coming in, and the thing is, you'll be able to get to that point where I mean, and it's all optional. It's on you. It's
Right.
if you choose to do that.
Right.
So if you choose to one day say, hey, you know what, I think we're gonna upgrade. We're gonna start charging some prices, but it's just if and when you decide to do that, you just got to give more value with that.
Right.
So say you get a shoe, you get XYZ in
Right.
addition. You get rush shipping.
Right.
You'll get
and that's what I'm kind of like working on like right now. Like
yeah,
so just like I got some things lined up.
extending that offering.
Yeah, like I got some things lined up where I'll start to do that. But things are in the works. So I'm excited for Pat the Plug in the next year or two.
So how do you balance Pat the Plug and still being a pro hooper?
Yo, honestly,
That's nuts.
I got it real good because my wife helps me out a lot.
Amazing.
So
Talk about it.
yeah, like without her, man, and even sometimes my mom here and there, like without them, like shit would not happen.
Yeah.
Because I got a whole bunch of shipments coming in, and obviously I'm not home to go
Right.
out there and ship all these stuff out.
Right.
So they help me out. They do all the shipping, but I do all the the interaction, speaking to customers, landing, making
Mhm.
sure people are paying, making sure I'm getting sales. I handle that part.
How are you doing? And also the thing to consider too is like time zones.
Right.
Like you're doing this on a time zone that's
works,
different.
It works perfectly because I'm 5 hours like ahead.
Okay.
So like I'm already on working time. Like
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm
Right.
good.
Right.
And I also have like business hours too. So
Got you.
like I'm just not writing people every day. Like sometimes people gotta wait maybe a day for me to respond, but I have business hours.
Okay.
Yeah, like because that shit gets overwhelming, bro.
I feel you.
I get so many DMs. Sometimes I get DMs that get lost
Yeah. Yeah.
in Instagram. I don't even know how that shit is. I think that's a glitch in Instagram.
They got Instagram has like it's like a priority section.
Yeah,
Then it's
like-
then you got the request
Right.
that if people don't
Right.
engage with you enough, they just gonna go to that
Right.
module or whatever.
Like that shit gets overwhelmed. But man, my wife helps me out so much. So, man, I appreciate her. Without her, like most of this stuff probably wouldn't be possible because I actually slept on Pat the Plug
Really,
because
it can happen.
like I'm playing
Talk about
basketball. Like
Talk about
hit that make one.
Talk
Yes,
about
sir.
it.
Hit that shit one time.
Talk about it.
But yeah, like I was so like, like focused on trying to be a pro athlete at the time, trying to get my contract and just doing my dream, what I wanted to do.
Right.
And like I wasn't nearly as good as I should have been or to be playing on that level. I always had the confidence. I knew I wanted to do it, but you got to put that work in.
Got to put that work
Like,
in, bro.
Without that, you're not putting in that work.
And you see it now.
Right.
Like you see it now. Like
Right.
You see why Kobe.
Right.
You see
Right.
why Steph.
Like there's levels to this shit.
like there's levels.
Like there's really levels to this shit.
levels, bro. Like it's work. People in the gym, they're going to work.
Right.
I'm like
Right.
the dude that works at the bakery is going to work in the morning. Bron is going to work
Right.
in the morning.
Like it's really and that shit shows. Like it shows. And man, I was trying to play catch up, trying to get my 15, 20,000 hours in just within the basketball, like within my craft, and also trying to understand what type of player I'm going to be to stand out to make a professional team or club want to sign me. I'm coming from a Division III school.
Right.
You got Division Ones. You got
Like everything stacked against you.
right.
Like
You know what I'm saying? So like, what's going to separate me? So I had to just understand the type of player I was going to be, the type, the type of pro I would be on and off the court, just
Right.
like just those type of stuff. So I had to understand that first, and that was like my priority. So I was just doing kind of like Pat the Plug on the side because that's what ultimately was making me my
money. Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
I wasn't getting paid from that basketball shit like that. Like I was, but not anything to just like fucking live off of. And
Right.
sit. And even when you're making money, especially like the way how we are, there's always more.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Never content.
Right. You know
Never
what I'm saying?
content, man.
Like,
We decide the finish line.
right.
You know what I mean?
So that's just really what it was. But I really owe all credit to my wife, man. Like she holds it down. She sits down with me. She say, "Yo, look." She gives me the reminders. This is what you got to do. Well, we got this, and we work very well with each other. So things that I'm really good at, she's not so great at. I let her handle those stuff, and she does that. And yeah, we just pretty much just go back and forth. We just bounce those ideas off each other, and then we go out there and then we make that shit happen.
Facts.
You know, we talk about making that shit happen and doing what we said, what we were supposed to do, and we just stick by that.
Oh, bro. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. You know, and like again, man, like to be pushing out just like new energy into the world.
Right.
You know, everything sort of needs a movement. Every successful thing has developed a movement.
Right.
But when you think of like Nike, right, and Phil Knight when he was out in Oregon selling shoes out the trunk, and think about how Nike spread as a movement.
Right.
Right. You think
Right.
about all these brands, Red Bull, a movement.
Right. Right.
And they just found their sectors and attacked it. Red Bull going to extreme athletes, right? Red Bull gives you wings. Nike,
Right.
just do it. Runners, track.
Right.
And then you tie in the component of storytelling on top of it.
Right.
Right. So now when that right here is a platform, you're able to now share your story that many people don't even know
Right.
about you. Right.
Right.
They may know the platform, but now when they're on your platform, when they're shopping, you're browsing the store, they're looking at this shit totally different now.
Right.
Because you spoke on it and like they have an understanding of the back ends
Right.
to doing what
Right.
they're meeting that's so beautifully laid out.
Right.
You know, so all of this shit is really storytelling, man. It's a lot of storytelling, and I'm just glad. It's crazy. I'm learning a lot, like about you and your grind. Having this conversation, bro. So shit is good, man.
Yeah, no, like moving to Jersey, bro, was like the best thing.
From where?
Came from the Bronx,
Mm-hmm.
New York, uptown, White Plains, and like Gun Hill area.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing that ever happened to me because
So,
when I was,
so let me ask you this real quick before you jump into the story. New York, yeah. New York Hoopers,
man.
New York people, like y'all got a whole different vibe. Y'all like New York, like yo,
nah,
y'all be gassing. New York, y'all just be gassing. Like people in New York always be gassing stuff. Y'all just be hyping it up. Like why? Why is that?
nah, you know,
Y'all be in the street ball tournaments. Y'all be at the crowd be at half court on the court.
yeah, nah, it's
All gas, bro.
but it's really similar.
To Jersey?
Yeah, like I mean, like you're in New York, like you know, I'm from the hood, so like a lot of things and New York is fast paced, so like Jersey slows down. So like some areas slow down
Yeah.
in Jersey, but like it's really the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same, but I think Jersey's the best state.
Really?
Yeah, like Jersey has everything.
Jersey has, yeah.
Like Jersey has everything. I tell people this all the time. Best state. Yeah, 4 seasons, and it just has everything. You got the beaches.
Yeah.
You got everything. You got there's a lot of people that come out from Jersey too. Like
There's a lot of people that come from Jersey, bro.
lot. But unless people like, you know, like Sunshine States
Yeah.
but you get the best of all worlds here in Jersey.
And I mean, we sit right in the backyard of the biggest city
Right.
in the nation.
Right,
Like,
right, with New York right there, and like you have everything.
absolutely.
And Jersey, like it's Jersey's the best thing that happened to me.
Yo, damn. All right,
The best
yo.
thing. I was able to focus. I moved away from my comfort zone,
Mm-hmm. That's what it takes, though.
and
Sometimes that's what it takes.
people that I was in the rooms with, like me and you,
Yup.
you know, me and Ty,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ty, man.
Yeah.
Game Boy Color, Ty
Yeah.
Griff, homie.
for sure. Shout out to him. And then going from there, and then next thing you know, I'm in the gym. I'm in hooping with dudes from Princeton. I'm coming from a D3 school. Like I ain't. My biggest competition was probably in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, playing against like all the top New York guys. But going from D3 playing, you know, not so high competition for 4 years, then going overseas to London. Yeah, I played some good competition. Got hurt, sat down for a year. Then I moved. Now I'm mixed in the fire with dudes from Jersey playing in NBA,
Yeah.
high D1.
That have been exposed to the highest level.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, damn, that shit forced me to grow.
Yeah. You have no choice.
Right.
Because this is what you want to do.
Right.
Like, you have no choice.
Right.
And it's uncomfortable. Talk about the
Yeah.
uncomfort.
Man.
How uncomfortable was that, yo?
Man, listen.
Like I mean, I can relate, but like for you to pursue it, you know what I mean? For you to be in the inferno.
Right.
Like, you're in the fire, bro. And it's uncomfortable because it's like, yo, like, the thing about being a physical talent, right? Or, like, having to physically do something to achieve high results is like, yo, like, you could go to the gym and put up 500 shots one day, right? And you're playing against someone tomorrow that's a pro, like a certified highest level pro. You could come back the next day and it's gonna be, bro, this person might just be getting the best of you for a long time.
And it'll make you think like, damn.
Yo, I gotta,
like, damn, like, should I even be doing this?
I can imagine, bro.
Nah, trust me, bro. Like, even before, like, I never worked on my game until I moved to Jersey.
Really? So you were just playing?
I was just playing. I didn't have anybody telling like, yo, you need to be in the gym, you need to be doing this. And truth be told, like, I didn't even have the mentality. Like, I was always a hardworking guy,
right?
But I didn't do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
Yeah, like,
it's powerful.
I just didn't do it. And not because I didn't want to. It's just, I was just bullshitting, wasting time.
Or whatever you were doing, you might have thought was the work until you seen the work getting done.
Even that, right.
Like,
right. And I actually ended up moving to Orlando after coming back home from London. And my brother's a pro. Like, he played in, like, top league, played D1, all that stuff. He currently trains NBA guys now. And I lived with him for 3 months in Orlando, and I learned how to be a pro.
How to be a pro.
And it was amazing to see, like, damn, this dude is waking up 5 a.m. every day doing this and then going back home, you know, eating, putting the good things back in his body, taking a nap, getting up again, going back in the gym, then doing it again. Like, literally.
His lifestyle.
Yeah, like, and I had to, that shit, me just doing that the first week and then again and again, I started to hate basketball for a second. I'm like, damn, what the God,
I ain't signed up for all this.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's nuts.
But then now, you know, closer to that finish line when, you know, like, I was getting ready to head out, I realized, I'm like, damn. Like I knew I got better, but I got so much more that I need to get to.
Yep.
So now when I got back to Jersey, I started reaching out to different trainers. I couldn't do that shit by myself. I needed, someone had to.
You need an accountability partner.
Right. So, man, I did that, met everybody here, and then the rest is history, bro. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even want to train with, like, other people. Like, I was insecure about that. I didn't want to train. I didn't want people to see my flaws. I didn't want that.
Really?
Like, I was scared. I ain't going front. Like, I was in the back of my mind, like, yo, I'm not even here yet. I got so much more that I need to work on. Let me just do individual workouts.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was doing the individual workouts, and that shit was costly too, doing individual workouts.
I know the game, yeah. Absolutely.
And the trainers, like, sat me down like, yo, I think you would be better if you were to work out with, you know, such and so, these type of players, or just being in gym with other players. And I started to do that, bro. My game, like I actually improved. Like, on a day-to-day, like, I improved. My confidence started to get better. You know, started picking guys' brains.
Yep.
Next thing you know, I'm a cool dude. So dudes started to invite me, yo, come here, do this, do that. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to just go.
I'm sure you started to see, like, the new idea of what basketball is, right? Like, the game of basketball has transcended tremendously from the time you graduated college,
right?
And you said you wasn't really putting in work,
right?
The game changed from when you was in college,
completely.
Like, I'm talking about like the movements on the court.
Even now, like, yo, like, I'm looking at young dudes now.
Yeah,
the way how they move,
it's different, bro.
I don't even move like that. I'm like, damn.
Right, bro. It's a totally different movement on the floor.
Yeah, it's different. It's
because the training is different. Like, the training is different. You got players that are actually out here. Like, you got trainers that are actually coaching their athletes on how to finish like Kyrie,
right?
Or like how to shoot from half court like Dame Lillard, or
bunch of different
Steph.
Stuff, man. They're talking about pockets, a whole bunch of terminologies that you got to learn, and even like I'm looking at Braun, and I can see, like, damn, yo, he really worked
to evolve his shit.
Yeah, because there's certain things I've seen Braun do, like, yo, I've never seen Braun do some shit like this.
Right.
But that just goes to show you, it's like, damn, yo, like, people are evolving. The game is evolving. Like, the game has changed tremendously.
Yeah. It's crazy too, like to ask you as a pro, right? In your experience. Now, taking it from the standpoint of like, all right, when you finish a season, when the season's over, right? And you've been exposed to all the athletes in that league, right? They know how you play, right?
Right.
How hard is it to try to build on top of the skill set that you just completed the previous season with, to now come back to with new bags of tricks for the next season? Cause now you a target.
Right. So for me, like, I kind of just go to the games like where like I'm struggling, or like where I've had some trouble where I thought like, damn, maybe I could have done something better here. So I always go back to like games where, let's just say I had, I don't know, 15, or I shot the ball bad, or against a specific team or some shit like that. And I just look at the film.
Yeah.
Like, watching film, like, that's something that I've never even used to do. Like really watching film and dissecting my game on, all right, what could I have done? Which counter moves could I have done? And just stuff like that. So now it's just more so like just, you know, like perfecting my craft, the things that I'm already good at.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, the new generation of basketball, a lot of dudes are soft.
Yeah.
Like, dudes are soft.
Flop Central.
Yeah, like, honestly, bro, like, my game is just all grit. Just straight to it. None of that pretty shit. None of that type of trying to be cool shit. And that shit is still in style. Because you can't really teach grit.
Right.
You just have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
that's definitely one of the things you can't teach it.
Right. So, like,
Can't teach it.
Honestly, without that, I probably wouldn't be where I am, bro. Like, I need that. I make sure I have that edge. I make sure I'm always going hard. I want to defend everybody. That's what I want. I just want all that shit talking, that grit. Like, when I step on the court and it's on some professional shit and the teams know, they know, like, yo, Marcus Patterson, gritty guy.
Yeah.
He's going to go at
That's
you.
the scouting report.
Right.
Right.
And that's all I need. Because a lot of people don't like that physicality. They don't like that shit. They shy away from that shit.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just what I go for.
Yeah.
That's, like, my niche in basketball. And that's it, man. Just having that. And I actually, on some weird shit, though, I really, like, I put myself as if, like, I'm an actor. Like, I
really
totally just change who I am. Because I'm a nice-ass dude.
Yeah.
But I can't be nice on the court, bro.
Absolutely not, no.
Yeah, like, that shit would be over. So, like, I'm an asshole on the court.
Right.
I got to be.
I mean, and realistically, though, it's like I would call you an environmentalist, right? When you're in the environment where it's competition,
right,
it opens you up in a different way.
Right.
You know,
right.
Versus like when you step off of the competition, when you step out of like the world of competition, at least on a court, at least, because you may be a competitor. I mean, I'm sure you're competitive in all aspects of your life. Business, Pat the Plug.
Right.
So you want to keep month over month growth. You want to see
right.
shit build. So, like, in that light, I mean, the competition may just awaken you
right.
in a way that's like,
and that's like the best thing. Just like I said, moving here, just competing, like being in some of the rooms that I've been able to just be in since moving here. The guys and the players I've played against, it's like sometimes like I look like, damn, like it's not that like, yo, I'm here and I'm in this room for a reason. So I know I belong.
You belong. You're right. You belong.
Like, I know I belong, but I also too like I like to sit like, damn, like I was in this room. Like,
right.
Like, you know, I like to go back and like really think about that, and then that gives me that extra push. Like, all right, if I can be in this room, I can be in
any room, right?
You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what it is. So.
It's about alignment. I mean, and when you many times too, especially from like people that are on looking, they want to. It's like all is unfamiliar until it becomes familiar. So for someone that's a stud talent, right, that may be undiscovered, if you invite them to the right open gym, or if you invite them to the right run, or you invite them to the right workout,
right,
and they do something against a talent that you recognize,
right.
Oh, this nigga's
right.
If it was high school time, oh, he's ranked now.
Right.
He's ranked now.
Right.
Top 5.
For real.
Right? All you had to do was invite him in the spaces
Right.
where the talent was.
Right.
Many times people aren't like, I think what plagues a lot of idea guys is that like the exposure. Like we're not really like, we have to expose ourselves to things,
Right.
and we have to be that good enough for people to expose us. Like people
Right.
got to really believe in
Right.
what we're doing. Like
Right.
it's a lot of selling that involves like, yo, you got to keep like selling
Right.
yourself, your idea, like your perspective, like your abilities before someone can champion you.
Right. I tell people that all the time. Like,
Or co-sign, as they say.
yeah, like once you have that confidence in yourself and you show that, then people will have that confidence in you. So that's why I love what I do now. Like when it comes to this business stuff, comes to hooping,
Yep.
I'm confident in what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that shit has, brought a lot of success for
Yeah.
me.
Just being like just because it oozes off of you.
Right.
Like when you walk into a room with
People,
the
they feel-
fucking
Yeah,
make
they-
energy.
They feel, they feel that. They feel that.
They
shit.
know. They know.
They feel that shit.
They know.
So like, I'm loving this process, man. Just kind of understanding the game, and like I said, obviously, we do a lot of thinking, we do a lot of that part. Obviously, we put a lot of ideas down, and we try to make that shit happen. But we're really out here like doing the work.
Actually
Like,
doing the work.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
Like,
much.
A lot of
Very
people,
much.
A lot of people, they don't see that shit.
Yeah.
So like, but the work is really getting put in. Like,
I had a friend of mine that told me like he told me, he's like, yo, like I get off so much on trying to show people the process. Like I get off on I be wanting to show people the work.
right.
I be wanting to show people because it's like I don't think if I when I get to the level that in my mind that I'm going to, when I arrive and I put my flag into that fucking soil, wherever that is, right? There will not be a single soul on this earth that can say they didn't see this coming. It's impossible.
Right.
Because I'm way too transparent.
Right.
I'm like, I really have nothing to hide. And like the fact that I get into spaces that I know the people that are like me don't want to go. Like people don't want to do the shit that I do. Like they want to do it when it's done.
Right.
They want to do it when it's done. Right. They want to do it
Tell
when
me
it's
about
sexy.
it. Right.
Right. But when it's in the process of getting done, they couldn't even fathom what it took to go the length of getting it done. It just looks too hard.
Right. Right.
Right. And traditional and nobody's rapping about it.
Right.
So they don't
Right.
want to get into these world. They're like, how do you
Right.
get into these spaces? You know?
Right.
So like, it's a lot of that, right? It's a lot of like bringing myself to a level head and understand like, yo, I'll show the work. I want to show you the work.
Right.
I want to invite people in because one thing is too, I'm a believer in creating an ecosystem I live in, right? I'm a believer in creating a product, a service, creating the competition to the product and service that I got. So I'm the type nigga, I will create another hand sanitizer brand that I own and compete with
Right.
that. Because I could do that.
Nah, I feel you on that.
Burger King got McDonald's.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Wendy's got Taco Bell. Bro, KFC and Taco Bell owned by the same company.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Bro, Procter & Gamble owns mad personal care hygiene companies, bro. Like Unilever bought Shea Moisture. They own mad personal brand and hygiene companies.
Wow.
Like that's how it works, bro. These companies are holding companies and they just build out these products that speak to different audiences. Cause I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna create a product that's in the same category as that and it's gonna speak to the same audience. Nah, I'm gonna create a product that speaks to a different audience and just own them both.
Shit, you just gave me an idea.
Dude, that's what we here for.
Man, that's crazy.
This is what we do. Bro, I create
Yo, you just gave
ecosystems,
me-
dog.
You just gave me an idea.
This is what we do. You
Wow.
gotta tell me the idea when we get off the air too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yo,
Wow. That's
dude,
good. That's good. Damn. I gotta smile. That yo.
listen, man. This is
Damn,
why-
we gotta
yo,
come back. I gotta see this part again.
Listen, bro. This got playback value.
Yeah, shit.
Like if people watch this, if people listen to what I be saying on here,
Yeah.
bro, like, I don't got nothing to hide, bro.
Nah,
like
nah,
I will
man.
show my hand and win 50 million times again.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? It really
I feel
is
the
that.
same way too. I done said that a few times.
It's that
man.
confidence, bro.
Right.
It's, all right,
get it.
so yeah, like I think that I need to be I need someone to just like, yo, like I'll let you go.
But yo, you're doing so well.
Yo,
that's not easy. It's not easy what you're doing, bro.
It's not.
That is not easy at all.
It's not. And I'll tell you what, Pat. The day that I start to drink, the reason why I suppress a lot of the compliments that I get, and I appreciate them. I'm grateful for everybody that has ever gave me a word of encouragement or ever given me. Hold on, let me make sure my. Are we good? For anyone that has ever given me a word of like encouragement, or anyone that has given me like some sort of like support, I listen to it, I internalize it, I appreciate it. But the day I start to drink the juice on it, bro, is the day somebody gonna come take my spot. That's the day. The day, and don't get me wrong, in all big make energy or like confidence, I want to tell niggas like, yo, I know.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yo, oh my God, yo, you're a genius.
Right,
How'd you think
right.
about? Yo, I know.
Now you know it's crazy. My boy
Like-
Jamil, that's how he is. Like you tell him something, he'll tell you like, I know.
Facts.
And I
Respect.
And I respect it.
Respect it. Like,
yeah, like,
he worked hard to be
yeah,
able to say, I
right,
know.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to love that about someone, yo.
Right,
Like, you put in the work, yo.
Right.
Yo, stand in your greatness, my man.
Right. And, you know, my wife actually, she's telling me now, like, she was like, yo, you know, you're too humble. Like I understand you want to be humble, but
Right.
you got to stop doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, She really be telling me because my last situation with the team, like, bro, I was so nice to them. I tried to do everything for them. And that shit did not fucking work out.
One thing I did learn too, nice guys finish last.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy to hear, like, you know, because you want to be a an upstanding citizen. You want to be someone that's personable, someone that's liked, someone that's appreciated. But like, yo, it's Jordan, bro. You seen the doc?
Yep.
You seen the doc, like
yeah,
Kobe, like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like Bron,
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, like,
Yep. Nah,
you know?
you got to. You gotta have that edge, that little swag. You know what I mean? Like,
and it raises the greatness around you.
right.
You know,
Right.
like every time Mill were to say, like, I know, I'm sure that shit sends like a little shock through you, like, oh, all right,
Nah, yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, like, nah, I respect
About to
it.
fuck your shit up,
Yeah,
like,
like,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
nah.
like, we about to go,
Yeah, like that. I respect that shit. Like, shit. Like, even shit like that. Like, he don't even know. Like, I look at things like that and like, yo, actually, I respect that shit. Like, I'm about to try that shit myself. I want to start having a mindset like that. And whether it's on or off the court, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just in general. Like, that's the type of energy you got to have.
I also think though, like, the way how you internalize those behaviors is based on who you either admire or you look up to, and like who influence you, right? For myself, like, I mean, it sucks that I don't have many black figures like that are like equivalents, like a Jeff Bezos that I'm exposed to. I'm sure that they're out there. I'm sure that there are many dope people. Matter of fact, there's this one dude that I be seeing. His name is like Paul Judge. He's an investor. He's in tech. Like, he's from Atlanta, and I respect what he does. I actually sent him a couple DMs. I'm saying this on his pod so that hopefully he watches this and he gonna check his DMs, because, like, dude, I got ideas that you need to check out, bro. Like, I'm not one of them type dudes to sleep on. Respectfully,
Right.
Respectfully.
I like that.
like, respectfully.
Can we get a make on that?
Like, I'm not one of them type dudes that you don't check my messages, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm not. You will miss the opportunity of your life.
Nah, I respect
like,
that.
not checking my messages, but
I respect that.
yeah, like to align myself with like a Bezos or Richard Branson. I really fancy Richard Branson. Like what Richard Branson's doing. He's the founder of like Virgin Galactic, Virgin Mobile, Virgin Airlines.
Okay.
And like all these dudes are white guys.
Right.
I respect it though. You know,
Right.
great. I'm sure you had struggles to get to where you're going. I mean, to get to where you're at.
Right.
You trenched it out. You was in the grind. Boom. But like, yo, I need to see niggas that look like me.
But you know the crazy
doing
thing
this
is, yo,
shit,
there's
bro.
a lot of us that are doing it, but once they get that bag, bro,
Oh yeah,
they're like, they just
You right.
sit back.
you right.
They
You right.
don't say shit.
You right. Why do you
And
think that is?
Just the way, our history, the way how
Yeah.
everything happened.
Sadly.
And that's
Sadly.
just what it is. Because, like I say, like, I'm doing like the mental health
Yes.
advocate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, at first, like, obviously I want to help everyone.
Right.
But the people who really need my help are my people.
Your people. Right.
And, like my wife, she really sat me down. She's like, I know this is what you're doing And, you know, it's great that you're doing it for all people, but it's your people who actually need the real help in terms of, you know, mental health.
Right. Right.
So that shit, like, resonated with me. It's like,
Absolutely.
damn, yo, like, you're absolutely right. So now, you know, I'm not on some, like, you know, just.
I want to connect you with one of my homies, man. He does a sports psychology. Okay. His name is Dave. My homie Dave McDaniel. Shout out my boy Dave, man. Real D nice.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna connect you with Dave.
We gotta tap in, Dave.
I'm gonna tap you in with Dave. He's actually down in Miami.
Okay. How long?
He lives down there.
Oh,
He's from Plainfield.
I'm actually going out there.
I'll connect you with Dave.
All right, cool.
Y'all need to connect.
Yeah, I'll be out there next weekend.
Done.
What, this weekend coming up?
Done. Dave.
You know Calvin.
Ameo?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going out there. I'm tap in with him. So
yeah, I ain't know he was down there.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Kelvin.
Shout out to Kelvin, man. Yeah. Yo, that's a good connection. Like the whole mental, like I'm telling you, bro, like mental health is it's all around us, man.
Right.
And it's something, it's invisible. That's the thing.
Right.
It's invisible, and like it's an elephant in the room sometimes when it's unstable.
Right.
You can tell. Like some people suppress it, and like, you know, like, yo, I like, granted, I recently lost a friend. Actually, like 2 days ago, lost a friend, and it's still unknown as to what really was the cause of his death. But I think there are speculations from previous things that he's shown signs of, or like previous like things that he shared online that could have like suggested how he might have gone out. But like no one really knows. But like the people that are closest to him, kind of, we know him, right? Especially like, and he was a chef, like, you know what I mean, like just doing well,
right?
But you never really know.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know, bro.
Yeah, you never know.
You really don't. That shit's invisible.
And that's why, you know, I'm on this platform, so I really got to say this. I'm someone that also, you know, like I get depressed a lot. Like I suffer from depression. It might not be like crazy depression, like that high intense of, you know, depression, because there's levels to like depression. But I know when I'm in a funk, when I don't want to talk to anyone, just my aura, my levels of energy are just completely down. I don't want to deal with people. But I just want to say, like, my platform is for people to, you know, reach out if they ever want to talk about anything. It's a free space.
Yeah.
Safe space.
Safe space. Yep.
Safe. I get a lot of people right now that's, you know, that got my number. They call me, they FaceTime me, they hit me in the DMs, and we just talk. Even random people online that I don't even know. And, you know, we just talk it out. You know, I just want people to know that it's a safe space. If y'all ever want to, you know, talk and just reach out and just.
Yo, it's important. I'm glad that you're doing that, because the reason I think that anyone who is willing to put themselves into that responsibility, into that chair, it's important that you do that, because many times the barrier of entry for someone to reach out to you is like they relate to you. They look they resemble, like they look like you. Like, you know, they talk like you. They have similar habits. They may go out. You know what I'm saying? Like they it's all about bringing yourself to a level of like relatability with the person that you're getting to counsel you or console or comfort you. Right. And like when you don't see someone that look like you, and like you having like your mind is a little bit disheveled. It's like, damn, who the fuck do I talk to? Like, he not gonna relate to my shit. Like he look like what, he don't look like me. He not doing this. Like you know what I'm saying? And I tell you what too, is like on a previous show, one of my homies, Cash, was talking about like people in Jersey are just so fucking cool. Like the thing about Jersey is that we just got too many people that are just mad. They just want to be so cool. Like too cool for school type shit. And it's like across the board, I think that could be said in whatever, many different states or areas. But when you got someone that thinks that they're too cool, they may still be having issues as well. And they may be too cool to approach someone that don't look like them, that may be having this crazy platform. They want to find someone that just relates. The cool niggas with the drip be the ones that's most fucked up. Be the ones that's most that need the most like grabbing and saying like, yo, huh?
No, it's true.
Let me hold you. I
True.
got you.
I tell people this shit all the time. Like even me, like people see us. They probably think like, yo, they got it all figured out.
Yeah.
They doing this, they doing that.
Right.
But it's like, yo, we just doing shit day in, day out, one day at a time,
Right.
figuring it out.
Right.
We do go through our own battles. You know what I'm saying? We not all perfect.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Not at all. But we just doing what we got to do, man, and just trying to stay focused and just try to keep it peace.
Mm-hmm.
Try to find those things that, that make you ultimately happy in the present moment. And a lot of people, I feel like, with social media now and stuff like that, some people aren't living presently.
Right.
We're
very
in
true.
the future or we're in the past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not
Right.
here right now.
Right.
Clear-headed.
Right.
Present.
Right.
Right.
So that right there also plays in a lot of factors sometimes too. So I just try to, give that awareness to people.
Yeah.
And just try to help them be in a more present.
It's important, bro. Meditation. You
Yeah.
meditate?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yo, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I be doing, like, I don't know when I started doing this, but I literally, like, so I'm trying to, like, get off my phone, but I realize, like, I just need to stop attaching myself to the things that I'm doing on my phone. There's no way I'm going to be able to get off my phone because my literally, like, I
Right,
make my money off my phone.
Same here.
It's important.
Right.
It's impossible to go away from my phone.
My girl hates when I'm on the phone, bro.
Bro,
she hates
How
it.
do you? I don't even know how to balance that. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is. It's sickening how much
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, bro. Like,
But
I hate it, bro.
Shit is a walking computer, bro.
Dude, like, I really
Like,
just
you can do everything from it.
I want to automate my whole situation and pass that shit off to where I literally don't have to look at that phone,
Right,
bro.
right.
I just want to have. I'm gonna go get an old ass flip or some
Right.
shit,
Nah, yeah,
and just
nah,
be
shit.
calling whoever I gotta call.
No, that shit is crazy.
It's sickening, bro.
Yeah.
Disgusting how much I'm on my phone,
nah,
bro.
It's crazy. Like even before, like I used to have this problem where I would just be on Instagram just fucking scrolling,
Just unconscious.
like scrolling.
I had an idea for that too. I'm gonna drop this. I have an idea. I have an idea for that, right? It's like, it basically, so you know how, like, you sort of have, like, those that
Oh, right.
I want to make a right. If somebody makes this out there, I need 10%.
Wow.
I wanna-
Don't do that.
Don't even go
Don't.
crazy on them. All right, because you know where it's going with it.
Yeah, don't.
All right, but it's like
Wow.
this is some shit that's like,
Wow.
I'm trying to tap into, like, yo, it's like, bro, it's kind of nuts.
That's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I ain't even, and
Don't
so
put
much
this-
to it. It's
don't
you
put
ain't
this-
ready. All right,
don't
but this
put
the
this-
Black Idea God pod.
Oh
Like,
my
yo, this
goodness.
is what people got to know. Like, yo, I could show you my hand and still win. That's what they got to know. Like, I'll give the gem,
Oh my.
build the brand,
goodness.
build the product, and kill.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's bro. I'm talking
Wow.
about like tapping into, like, the neurological sensors in your brain that connect to your hand, and like when your brain is slipping into that space of, like, unconscious scrolling, it'll, like,
Wow.
okay, all right, let me go figure out.
Wow.
Because even with the time, even with the phone timer that says, "Oh, you've been on your phone,"
Oh, right.
niggas
Right.
cancel.
They just cancel.
Go back to
Right,
it.
Right.
You need something that's more abrupt.
right.
You need something that's gonna, like, demand your attention.
Right.
And if you're, like, physically,
Then like, yo, I don't want to.
right,
Right.
it'll be like, oh, nah, now you learn. It's a smack on the wrist.
Right.
So I think that's a solution that I've been thinking about this shit for, like, years, a long time ago. Because I used to have this, like, I used to be slipping into a place where I'm like, yo, I'm unconscious,
Right.
and I'm just fucking
But
scrolling.
and that's why, like, I try to follow, like, all, like, pages where I'm, like, consistently just learning from.
yeah.
That's why I don't even follow that many people, bro. Like,
Yo, Instagram's so toxic. Social
Yeah,
media
bro.
is so toxic, bro.
and the algorithm is set up for you.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
They'll give you all the toxic shit
OD.
and not give you, like, the good gems that are actually out there. So you have to actually go out there and find those pages and, engage with those pages
right.
in order to get that algorithm for your feeds.
I'll tell you what's even crazier. Because you have more than one page, right? You'll see that when you start a new page, right? When
It'll
it'll have, like, content that's not contaminated with what they think you're into.
Right.
What they think it ain't even what you're interested in.
Right.
Is what they think you're into, because you might have bought a pair of LeBrons last
Right.
week, or you
Right.
might have ended up 2 blocks down from a strip club getting food.
Right.
So all of these like
Yeah.
stimulants are sent, and they're sending these triggers to think that, oh, we're building this profile about this consumer right here.
Yep.
So let's show him these things.
Yeah. No, it's like that, man. So you got to use social media to your advantage. Like that shit, it's very like there's a lot of leverage on social media. So if you're gonna be on social media, definitely use it for the right reasons. Obviously, you know, you can still use it for your personal.
Yeah.
And you can have that, and that's fine. That's cool. But if you're out there and you really, you know, you're trying to make some money, you're trying to learn something,
Yeah.
and you know you have ideas that you want to do, I definitely make sure you're following the right pages for sure.
I mean, well, let's also give you your flowers. I mean, you got 40,000 followers,
Yeah.
and you got the blue check.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we done made it on the Black Idea Got Pod. We getting verified personnel on the platform. Like, hey,
Shit.
not for nothing. You know,
Hey.
I mean, we doing something out here.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, we
that
doing
shit,
something out here.
That shit was lit. I've been working on like social media for quite some time, just trying to understand it, how it works. And right now I'm currently doing some things on the side where I'm also helping out other clients with their Instagram pages and, you know, just PR stuff and just that type of stuff. So I'm actually very excited that I did end up getting all my social media pages verified, because not only does it obviously helps my brand, but you know, that trust when I'm speaking to people, and
That's it, bro.
it's so easy just to land a client. It's so easy.
That's it. This platform, this Black Idea Got platform, I have a grand vision for it to, like, you know, turn it into a consulting brand. Like, I want to be able to use my, you know, my gifts, my skills, and like just kind of my viewpoints on attacking like marketing and like branding, like positioning, strategy, like coming up with creative ideas for people, and using this show as a way for people to book like consultations with me to sit and I want to, because I could do that. Like I could, what we're doing here, I could do this all day.
Right.
I could do this all day. I could literally come up with ideas regularly and listen to other people's ideas and help to better steer them to make it exciting for the consumer. Everybody got ideas, but they don't know how to make them shit sexy.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I think that's what I can come in and help people with, and this platform is kind of like a start to it. Just got to keep it going, bring in dope talent. I mean, verified talent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got the blue checks. Cause we sitting across from blue checks now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, you I'm the plug on that too.
Oh, all right. Hey, man, listen, get with Pat the Plug on everything.
I'm the plug.
Get with
on
Pat
a
the
lot of
Plug.
things.
Yo,
So if there's
listen.
something y'all need out there, make sure y'all hit me, man. I'm the plug on everything. PTP, Pat the Plug, man. You know the vibes.
Yo, man, this is the Black Idea Guy Pod. Pat, yo, I mean, tell us like, you know, just like socials, all that stuff. Like, just give shout outs. Like, let's just end it the right way.
Yeah. So on Instagram, personal page _Pat4. That's my Twitter as well, _Pat4. And then Pat the Plug with 1 T, PATHEPLUG. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using right now. I'm on Facebook, just search Marcus Patterson, and I'm on there. So tap in with me if you ever have any questions, whether it's on shoes, bags, any luxury items, or just mental health stuff, or you just want to just chat. I'm here. I'm around.
Yo, man, you think let me ask you, think we can get some dap on platform?
Yo, yeah, man, yo, we should.
Yo, I think that dap could be I think that like dap could be a hype beast kind of product.
We could.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Like,
no, we could.
Like, I see it as that, yo.
And you know, we can do something.
You know what I'm saying?
Thinking about starting like when I'm shipping out some stuff, just adding some gifts. And like little things. So we can do something for sure.
That'd be cool.
I can definitely do it because I actually want to collab with some more brands with Pat the Plug and stuff like that. I kind of want to do some new things. I want to switch it up going into the new year.
Fire.
So you know, I'm just always trying to, you know, just be a little more innovative and just trying new things. So we can definitely collab on stuff like that, especially like just with like my packaging and all that stuff. You know, there's a lot of packages going in and out, so it would actually be pretty cool if they got a hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer in there.
Yeah, like that would be.
And I think your audience would understand this they would understand it on a whole nother level.
Like we can definitely do that.
Yeah,
like that's actually a really good idea.
Hey man, this is what we do here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is. I'm gonna be like Jamil. Like what? Yo, I know, bro.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Yo, bro.
I know.
Respectfully, bro.
Right. He literally. I know.
I know these things.
Man,
bro.
Yo, that was love, bro.
You know the vibe, man. We up, man. Black Idea Got Pod. See y'all. Y'all don't see this on the internet. Y'all see this on the social, chopped up, clipped up, all that, man. Pat 4, Marcus Patterson, Pat the Plug. We here, man. Big Meek. Make him say Al. We out. Meek.